to my channel. I hope you're well, and today we'll get slightly bit more glam in the Halloween world. On one half of my face I will be the Queen of Fire, and the other half of my face I will be a Queen of Ice. It's all done with makeup. I'm not going to add like gems and stuff like that on my face. You can do that, I just don't have the gems to stick them on my face, so let's do it. I'm gonna start with my full face of foundation. So I'm going with my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in light 43 warm, and I'm just going to do that and be right back. For this tutorial I will be using the Jaclyn Hill palette because it has all the colours that I need. Obviously you can use any palette that you want, but like I said, majority of the colours, if not all the colours that I will be using, are in this palette. I cleaned all of my brushes and it's like the best feeling ever. So now I have my foundation on. I'm gonna start with my fiery brow, and I'm going to get an angled brush. This one is from Lottie London, and I'm going to start with Creamsicle, which is this yellow shade, and I'm going to start here. You could potentially do a fully red brow. I just want like almost like a gradient. Now I'm going to take Hunt's, which is this red brick colour, and I'm going to start from like my arch and underneath and blend that with the Creamsicle. I want quite a tall arch, a little bit more Hunts, and I'm going to take it to the very tip of my brow. Can you hear that? Wind, just go away! I'm trying to film. Seriously, why? Now I'm going to take Jacz, which is the one underneath, and it's slightly darker red, probably a burgundy, and I'm going to darken the tip, all with the same brush because we won't be using it on this side, so I don't mind it getting dirty. And now I'm going to take Abyss, which is the black in the palette, and I'm gonna literally just put that on the very tip. Try and blend them as you go along. A little bit underneath the arch section. So I'm done with that brush for now. Set my brows straight away with... Why? And now... Why? Someone's got the window open. Why? Now we're gonna start with the eyes. I shall take a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into Pukey, and I'm gonna put it in my crease. I'm gonna leave that brush because it will be like an emergency blending brush, an essential crease brush, and I'm going to take Hunt's and I'm going to put it in the crease. Don't be afraid to go in. And now I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to blend that. I'm I'm kind of blending it into my inner corners, almost like onto my nose, because I will turn, later on I will turn this into a nose contour, a little bit more of Hunt's. And now I'm going to take my essential crease brush and dip it in Jacz and put it truly in my crease. You kind of want to merge it out as well. Again, the same essential crease brush, and I'm going to dip in Mocha, which is like a warm toned brown. Cut my crease with the foundation. I'm going to try it with the foundation. And if it's not good enough coverage, I'm going to switch to a concealer. Okay, and now I'm going to set my lid with Creamsicle, which is the yellow shade. Because the foundation is still slightly wet, it will like cling onto it really nicely. I'm going to blend it a little bit, and I'm definitely going to blend the outside with the essential crease brush, which pretty much has every single colour that we used. And I'm going to blend that. I'm going to take a little bit of Hunt's on the blending brush, tiniest bit, and really like blend it in. And I'm going to take that blending brush and start contouring my nose with it. I'm going to switch to the other side of my blending brush, which has like a massive pencil brush, that's what I would call it. And I'm going to dip it in Roxanne, which is bang on the middle shade in the palette, because it's red but it's slightly brown. I'm going to start with the tip. Good job I needed something, because I didn't even realise that my camera stopped recording. I'm not going to go through all of it. Hopefully you did manage to see everything. Basically I smoked out the lower lash line with Roxanne and Pukey. I brought down the whatever I had left on my blending brush that I blend out all the colours with. And now we're going to move on to the face. So I'm going to start with my cheekbones, and you need some card, you can get a ruler. What we need is, I'm going to take that blending brush and I'm going to dip it in Hunt's the tiniest bit, and I'm going to use my magazine to make that harsh line. But I don't even know how I'm going to do that if I need to hold this. Oh my god! Ah! Actually, no. Massive mirror saves the day. There. Cool. Since I'm using a different mirror, I'm going to flip this one and use that. So what I'm going to do is place the piece of paper, the piece of cardboard, I'm using a small mirror. I'm going to place it where my ear kind of starts. So about here. And point it to my chin. Yeah, And I'm gonna gently put that there. And you wanna start blending it. You can use a bigger brush. I prefer a small brush, as I'm gonna add more colours onto my cheek. And don't worry, you can take it off and then put it back on, but you do need to line it pretty well. What I'm gonna do is take Jacz onto my brush, line it back again. Now I'm gonna start up here with whatever is left on that blending brush. More hunts. I'm actually gonna go with Roxanne on this one. I'm going back to my cheek and Roxanne. And now I'm gonna go with Mocha on my cheek, but only go like halfway of that contour line. Little bit of Mocha up here as well. Now we're gonna go with the black. These are almost like the burnt parts, and I'm even going to take a little bit of that black on the tip of my nose. Even add it to my eye. In very like random areas. Now I'm going to add a little bit of yellow, which is the Creamsicle. Liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna go in my inner corner as well, making like a triangle. Mascara. I'm gonna use L'Oreal Paradise. Still recording, it's cool. I'm gonna take the angled brush that I used for my brows, and I'm going to add like a smoke effect. And I'm leaving that there. And now let's start the icy side. The steps are kind of similar. So let's start with the brows. I'm going to start with, is it Jade or Jada? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna cover my whole brow with this. And I do have to dip in my TZ Cosmetics, and I'm gonna take the blue. NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to feather it in at the beginning. And I love this effect because it grabs onto the hairs as well. For the eyes, I'm gonna start with Jada and put it in my crease. And I'm trying to avoid my lid area. And now I'm going to go in with the TZ Cosmetics Palette. I need a clean brush to blend the edges a little bit more. I'm going to go straight in for the black. I'm going to add a little bit of that in there. And blend it in. A little bit more blue from the TZ palette. I had to add another memory card in my camera. Now I'm going to take the brush that had blue on it, and I'm going to do the same as I did on my fiery side, and I'm going to contour my nose with it. And I'm actually going to bake my nose because I did do a terrible job. In the meantime, I'm going to take Beam all over my lid. I'm going to blend it in a little bit at the top, and I'm going to take that blending brush underneath as well. This shows you how pigmented the shadows are. I'm literally blending what I used as a blending brush, and obviously it picked up the pigment. And this is the most like cool part in my opinion. Jumbo pencil in milk and put it in my waterline, but I'm gonna like shut my eyes. That's how I always do it, but because the jumbo pencil is like so creamy, it will get stuck to my lashes as well. And that's exactly what you want. I'm even going to paint my lashes with this. Right, I'm going to wipe that bake. I'm going to take a completely clean brush, blend it in, and I'm going to take the NYX pencil, now let's contour the face. Brush that had the blue and the black on it. The brush that had blue on it, and I'm gonna dip it in Jada and the blue. See, I haven't completely lined it perfectly. Right, let's do the forehead. More Jada. More of the blue from the TZ palette. And now I'm going to take Beam on the same brush, and I'm going to almost like make lines with it. So like I've got the highlight, but it's like I'm making lines. Same here. Now I need my magical white pen and I'm going to add like just white highlights. Now I'm going to take a smaller, like a thinner white pencil, make a circle. You want to make, why is this not pigmented enough? I'm going to go back to milk, but I'm just going to sharpen it so it has a nice point. It's as pointy as it can be, I think, without breaking. Line going up, line going down, and a smaller cross in the middle. Now I'm going to go like this, almost like a spider web. Now arms going up and a triangle at the top, like an arrow pointing up. And I'm going to take a clean brush and dip it in Beam one more time. It's not icy enough. Never mind, I'm not going to take Beam. Anastasia, Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerriero highlighting kit, and I'm going to take Forever Lit. And now all there's left is to actually contour my jaw as well. I didn't want to do that at the beginning because I didn't know how far the snowflake will go. I'm going to start with the blue side, one of the blending brushes, and I'm going to take the blue from the TZ palette. I want to take that blue onto my ear. I'm going to take a little bit of Jada and I'm going to take the milk pencil . Seriously, why? Literally the camera today, it cut me off again. I lined my waterline top and bottom with black eyeliner. I did my ear. Oh god. Seriously, why? Anyway, Forever Lit to highlight the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow on one side, up here, right in the corner, and for my hot side I'm going to take Glow Getter and Daydream mixed together. This is my natural hair, so there you go. This is my broken crown. Whew. Lips! I almost forgot about lips on the hot side. Give me that blending brush. Hunt. Curl them up, well, in whatever, out, actually I'm going to add a little bit of Roxanne as well, and a little bit of Abyss. This is my final look. I really like it. try this again, shall we? Essential the same. Oh my god. Seriously? Why?